Hi, my name is Neil Ticktin. I'm the editor-in-chief and publisher of MacTech Magazine. We're here this week in San Francisco at WWDC with Tua doing the developer interviews to get feedback about Apple's keynote address, how it impacts developers, and to hear about some cool stuff that people are coming out with. Sitting with us now is Charles Aimyot from Matrox. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate
Thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah. Let's start off with what's Matrox up to. Tell us a little bit about, for those people that don't know your company and products and rather, tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing.
Well, Matrox has three divisions. So one of them is graphics. We used to make graphic cards back in the early 90s. We were pretty known for that. We have an imaging division as well that makes those little tiny cameras for chains and things like that. And we also have a video division, which is what I'm part of. We make I/O devices for video, so input-output. We have a Thunderbolt solution as well. But right now we're getting into the docking station market.
Got it.
And what we have is this DS1. So it's a Thunderbolt docking station. What we bring is a one-wire convenience through your computer to all your peripherals. Right. So in the back here, we have a DVI connector. Right. You can use, we don't supply, but you can use a DVI to HDMI converter, or a little adapter actually. It's $2. Mm-hmm. And you can drive an HDMI monitor as well. You have Gigi Ethernet, so for MacBook Airs that don't have an Ethernet port, or this new Mac that got announced yesterday, the new Mac Pro with the nice Retina display, we bring also that to the table. We bring these USBs here, and this one's a USB 3 actually. And we bring audio in and out for
headphones and microphones.
Exactly, or headsets.
Are all three of the USB ports USB 3 or
no? Actually,
so
only one
is 3.
Exactly.
The other two are USB
2s.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Got it.
The idea was to keep the price down, of course.
Right.
And what we also bring to the table with this box is that right now with the support that Apple just brought to their OS for USB 3.
Yeah.
Well, now we can support USB 3 on all the previous Macs that have Thunderbolt. So that's great. That's really, really great. That's great.
What kind of price point?
This is $249. Okay. $249, and we think it's a great little device. And
so, as opposed to some of the other stations out there, like the docking stations that are tooled that you fit the stuff in, this is a non-dock docking station.
Right.
It is kind of just a hardware connection.
There's a lot of education to do with this product because people see it more as an expansion bay type of thing, right? They think we're just bringing more ports, but what we're doing is we're giving you the ports that you typically use every day. Not the ports I use, let's say, once a week or once every second day. We bring you something that every day when you get to the office, you connect one Thunderbolt wire, and you get your monitor, your Ethernet, your USB peripherals, and your speakers or microphones all lined up right away.
Great. So, keynote address that we saw. So, what'd you think? What was your favorite part, and how does that impact what you guys are doing with Matrox?
Well, to be honest, I love the intro. The Siri intro was amazing.
Yeah,
the little jokes were great. That was refreshing. I really liked that little aspect.
I don't know who wrote the jokes. That's
Definitely. They had good writers, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But for us, for Matrox, what's great for what they brought to the table at the keynote is, USB 3 support and macOS. That's great for us because, like I said, we're going to bring it to all the other Thunderbolt-enabled Macs. I'm very happy because I have a previous Mac, and now I can use finally my portable hard drive that I use every day, but I use it on my Mac, but I don't get the full
benefit out of it.
Exactly. So now I can use that. We're also really happy about this new Retina display, and of course, like this is gonna help us because with this DVI connector here, you can have that beautiful display, and you can have a second display running 1920 by 1080 by 1200. So that's great for multitasking. That's going to be great as well. And also with the new Mac, so the one with 2 Thunderbolt outputs, we're getting a little bit of feedback as why we didn't put a Thunderbolt loop through on this box. The reason is the reason that's the first one. Cost. We wanted to keep this at the price point of $249. That was really important for us. We felt that that's where the market was at. The other thing is that all the other peripherals I see on the market, Thunderbolt-enabled hard drives, these little chassis to put cards in, they all have loop-through already. So you can just put this box at the end of your chain.
Instead of your monitor, because and then it goes from there.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what people don't realize in there is that, you go, I personally, for one of my main setup, have a topped-out MacBook Pro, and then I use an iMac actually as my the 27-inch monitor as a monitor.
Yes.
And then I can actually use it as a machine or as a monitor. Now the Thunderbolt cable that goes between the two, you need the full Thunderbolt. They're like $50.
Yes.
And the reason is that they're active. Right?
Yes.
So there's circuitry at the ends of each one of these cables.
Correct.
In fact, if you're using them and pushing a lot of data through it, and you pull it out and you touch the end of the cable,
they're warm.
it's hot.
Very
It's
warm.
like,
Yes,
these things are working hard.
Yes,
so,
yes, they are. There's a little firmware in there at each end.
Yeah, so this is not some $2 cable.
Exactly.
This is a lot of a lot of technology.
Exactly. So this new Mac with two Thunderbolt output.
Well, you don't need it gives people the ability to have another connection without you guys needing.
Exactly. So that's really needed. It lets us keep the price point for this little device. So that's really great as well. And the other thing is that on this new Mac as well, there's no Ethernet port.
Right.
So we bring Gigabyte Ethernet to the table here too. So that's.
I mean, and Apple's got the little dongle connection that they're going to do, and this is a different way that you can do something similar.
Of course.
But you look USB and everything else at the same
time. It's one cable convenience. That's what we're really bringing to the table here. You just come to the office, one cable, you're good to go.
Yep.
So it's productivity right off the bat.
Well, thank you for taking the time to come and join us.
Thank you very much for having me
here. My name's Neil Ticktin. These are the 2 MacTech interviews at WWDC, and thanks for watching.